Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. In this book, he has given 21 great ways to stop procrastinating and get more things done in less time. Everybody gets 24 hours in their life. But how do you manage your time? How do you use your time? That defines how you will be in your future. Whatever action that you take right now, whatever action that you take within your time, that will determine how you will become in your future. So everybody gets 24 hours, and how you manage your time and how you can get more things done in your specific time, that is most important if you are doing any business, or if you are a student, or if you are doing your job, 9 to 5 job. All depends upon how much work you can do within that 24 hour. Always ask yourself, you can always ask yourself that, is there any better way to produce the result that I want? I want to make money, but is there any better way where I can provide more value to the society? Is there any better way? You should always ask this question to yourself. And the situation might be different, but you need to take action. The situation might be chaotic situation, or it might be a control chaotic situation, but you should always look for the control chaotic situations. For example, if you're going to gym, then you will feel stress in your body, you will feel pain in your body, but it is a better stress that you should have. And you should always look for the control chaos in your life. Let's talk about the 21 principles that he has given, Brian Tracy has given in this book, and we will summarize the book from the first way to stop procrastination and all those things. So let's start with the set the table. Actions that we take create the clarity. If you are not taking action, then you will not get the clarity of whatever you are doing. For example, you are studying for your exam, but you are not starting for your exam. You have not started to read. For example, tomorrow is my marketing exam. If I am not taking action, to read my books, to read the notes that I have, then I will not get the clarity of what I am doing, what I will write in tomorrow's exam. So you need to take action, and you need to measure the action that you are taking on your particular area. For example, you are reading marketing, or for example, you are doing something like if you are working out in a gym, then you need to measure your success. You need to measure whatever action that you are taking. For example, you need to identify, you need to measure your weight. If you are going to gym, you need to measure your fat percentage, you need to measure your blood pressure and all those things. So you need to measure your success. And before you start anything to do, ask yourself, and you can ask them, how I can do this, and what is the action that I can take right now. And there is a famous quote of Brian Tracy that he always talks about in his videos, in his YouTube channel. That is, if you want to change your future, then take action, and take action right now. Remove the vagueness from your life. The manipulation, vagueness is a form of manipulation. You can replace it with clarity. Lack of certainty, lack of distinctiveness is called vagueness. But when you have lack of clarity, when you are not taking action, you will feel the vagueness in your life. But you need to replace it with clarity. So how you can develop the clarity? You can develop the clarity by taking actions. You can take massive action to develop the clarity in your life. Stop listening to others. Everybody in the society, the people who are around you, directly or indirectly tell you how to live your life. But the thing is that only you know what's best for you. What's the best contribution? You are the best. You are the only one who can give the best contribution in your life. You know what's the best for you. You know your strong points, you know your weak points. You make others, if you know your contribution towards the society, the contribution you make to others, when you give some contribution to others, when you make contribution to the society, it will definitely reciprocate back. When you are putting impact on society, when you are giving value to the society, that's your contribution. So you need to set the timetable in your life, that how you are to optimize your time to get the clarity to take actions. So you can set your table by putting a timetable in your life, just like this. You can create a timetable like that, and accordingly you can take action. Let's talk about the second thing, that is you should plan each day in advance. When you plan your day, when you set the priority level, when you plan your day according to the priority, what you get is that you get a clarity to take action. You don't there will be no cognitive dissonance in your mind. And should I do this or should I do this? There will be no and the time you will not spend much time on thinking about what to do and what not to do. You can use the software like Trello or Asana to plan your day. You can use a to-do list also to plan your day, and I personally recommend to go for a to-do list to take, so that you can sequentially arrange and sequentially manage your day. Organize based on the highest and the best use and the fastest route to achieve the outcome, the desired outcome that you have. Plan the day at the end of your current day that you are having right now. When you plan your day the day before you start working on, if you don't have a particular plan, then if you are not planning to fail, if you don't want to fail in your life, you should have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you are planning to fail. If you are not planning your day, you are leaving yourself to others to do the planning for you, to do the planning for your life. If you don't have a particular plan, for example, I don't have a plan for tomorrow, and tomorrow suddenly my friend came and he will ask me do you have any work to do today? So what will I say? No, I don't have. Then he will ask me for go to a movie or go to a coffee shop or chill out or something like that, to go to a bar. So you need to plan each day in advance, and you should organize based on the highest and the best use of the fastest route that you can use to get the desired outcome. You want to be successful in your life, you need to organize yourself. You need to prioritize the things that you're doing in your life. You need to take control of your day. If you are not controlling your day, then your days will be controlling you. So take control. Sure. Now let's talk about the third rule, that is you can apply the 80-20 principle, 80-20 rule, which is also called as the Pareto Principle. According to this rule, 20% of your activities will count for 80% of the results that you're getting. 20% of the people that in your life are the 80% with whom you love to spend time with. And 20% of your results 20% of the books that you read give you 80% of the results that you get. What you can do is, when you are applying the 80-20 principle, you will save time, energy, and the resources that you have. When you find out the 20% of the activities in your life that gives you 80% of your results, then you will only work on that 20% of the activities. You can give more energy to that situation, to those activities. You can add the resources like your mental resources, your mental resources, your physical resources, your emotional resources on that 20% of the work. that gives you the results, the 80% of your results in your life. Let's talk about the fourth principle, that is the consider the sequences in your life. Develop a long range thinking, because if you talk about the most successful people in the world who are very much successful in their respective career, in their respective field, they think in the long term basis. They have a long term plan, they have the long term implication of everything in their life, even if their personal life or their business life or the entrepreneurial life that they are having. Increase your level of awareness that you have. When you everything has a cause and effect. Maybe the cause might be negative cause, or the effect might be a positive effect or negative effect. But whatever you are doing in your life, or the steps that you are taking, the action that you're taking in your life, that might have a positive effect in your life, or it might have a negative effect in your life. For example, if you are smoking, then it will definitely cause a negative impact in your life. But if you are reading books daily, that is which is a very good habit, when you read books, that will definitely cause a positive effect in your life. It might not be in short term, you might not find the pleasure that you are having, but in the long term the effect will be very positive, and you might get the most out of that books. You might be successful in your life. And let's talk about the fifth principle, that is you can practice the ABCDE method continuously. So what is the ABCDE method? According to this method, when you are using this method, you are just prioritizing the things that you are doing in your life, doing in the time that you are having. The things that you will be doing in the A are the very important things that will give you the highest outcome in your life, that will give you the clarity, that will give you the control in your life, that are the most prioritizing, the things which have the most priority in your life. And if you talk about the B, these will be having the mild consequences in your life. Might be very little consequences. If you are not doing those things, then it might cost you a little consequences. If you talk about the C, there might not have any consequences. No consequences are associated with that. You might skip the work. But if you talk about D, you can delegate those work on A. You can delegate those work to other persons, so that you can get more time to work upon the very important task in your life, that is the A part of your life, the A part of the work that you are doing in your day. And the E is E for elimination. You can eliminate those things, those work that you are that you are doing in your life, the E part. You can eliminate those, or you can delegate those to others. And let's talk about the sixth principle that he has given, which is you should focus on the key result areas, the areas of in your life which are giving you the best result. What are the things that you are bringing to the table? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are the kind of value that you're providing to the society? What is that particular thing? What can you pass others to do? When you're focusing on the key result areas, when you're focusing on your key skills, what you can do is, when you're focusing in your key skills, you will get the clarity, you will get the flow, in your work, you will get the efficiency that you should have. When you get the flow, then you can have the best use of your time. Let's talk about the next principle, which is obey the law of forced efficiency. You can do one thing at a time, and you get 24 hours each day. What is the most valuable use of your time right now? Ask every day ask yourself what is the most valuable use of your time right now, because you cannot multitasking cannot be done. You lose focus if you are doing multitask. Then you should have the flow to do the multitasking. You can only focus on one thing at a time. So you need to prioritize, and you need to ask yourself what is the most valuable thing that I should do right now. What are the kind of action that I should take to reach to my goal, the goal I have set in my life. Let's talk about the next principle, which is prepare thoroughly before you begin. If you are not preparing before you start anything, for example, if you are not prepared for your exam, that definitely will fail. You need to prepare before you begin. What you can do is you can create a workspace that will enjoy working in. Before you start, for example, you want to cut a tree. First of all, you need to work on your axe. You need to work on that. You need to make it sharp to cut that tree. Create a workplace that you will enjoy working in, which brings you productivity, which brings efficiency in your life. Let's talk about the next thing, that is the do your homework. What does it mean? Learn what you need to do. Learn what are the kind of action that you should take. What you can do is you can practice Kaizen in the areas of your life. Nothing is perfect. What you can do, for example, you can use the Kaizen principle in your day, to optimize your day, to get most out of your day. You can use it by building your personality, by if you were having an entrepreneurial activities. Entrepreneurship is a lifelong process. You need to develop it one day by day. If you're not doing it, you're fail. You need to optimize your day. Let's talk about the next thing that we are going to learn. Leverage your special skills and knowledge. You might know that when you're leveraging your special skills, when you're leveraging your time, when you automate things, when you are trying to delegate those things, you are getting most out of your time. If you talk about the book that I have read, that I really admire, the book that is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In that book, there is a chapter in between the 13th chapter. There is a chapter called Specialized Knowledge. The good chapter to read is that specialized knowledge topic. You should read that topic when you want to leverage your special skill and knowledge. Identify your special skills and commit to yourself to become good in that particular area where you can provide the most value, where you can give greater implication and contribution. You need to leverage your special skill and that particular talent that you have, that you are good at. Let's talk about the next thing, that is identify the key constraints. What are the constraints of your life? What is that particular thing that is holding you back right now? It might be some people, it might be the things that you are doing, it might be the situations that you are having right now. So you need to identify the key constraints, and you have to get rid of that constraints. If the people that you are having right now, the people that surrounds you, the mastermind people, if they are not good people, if they don't have the goal that you are having, if they are not good, you should get rid of that. If the things that are around you, the surrounding, the situation that you are having right now, if that are not good, then you should get rid of that. So if you need to get rid of all those situation, people, and the things that you are having, the problems that you are having, the things that are holding you back to achieve your goal, you need to get rid of that. But the first, you need to identify them. What are the things you need to find out? Then only you can get rid of those. Let's talk about the next principle, which is take in one viral at a time. Take the first step, or take the first action. Break down the similar steps. When you're taking action, you are creating clarity in your life. What you can do is, when you take action, you can create the clarity. If you're not taking action, you will not have the clarity to do whatever you are doing in your life. So if you are not taking any kind of action, if you are not concerned about whatever you are doing, if you are not if you are not planning your day, if you don't have a to-do list, if you don't have the clarity and control in your life, how will you be success? Let's talk about the next thing, that is maximize your put pressure on yourself. The 13th principle is put pressure on yourself. Be a leader, someone who can work without any supervision. It's good to have accountability. You also need to develop the self accountability, that you need to ask yourself, am I right? Keep yourself in track. When you're getting out of the track, try to keep yourself in the track. Supervise yourself. Where am I going? Am I getting to my particular goal? Am I giving the best of my day? Always ask these questions to yourself. Maximize your personal power. You might have the personal power. For example, every person has some special power. Like it is kind of like physical power, mental power, and emotional energies that make up your personal performance and the productivity that you're having, that you're giving to the society, the values that you're giving. So what happens is that everybody has a certain amount of physical, mental, and emotional energies. When you wake up in the morning, you have a certain amount of energy that you can put in some work or something like that. So guard and nurture your energy level by working out in the gym, by doing something, by reading books, that you can nurture your mental energy, by spending time with your colleagues or friends or family, which will eventually develop your emotional energy. Let's talk about the next thing, that is motivate yourself into action. A lot of people don't take action, although they are motivated, but they are not taking any action, so that they have the lack of clarity that where are they going. So you need to motivate yourself into action. You need to learn what motivates you. You need to know what motivates you, and rather than you, nobody knows what is the what can motivate you. Use the aspect as a tool. And next thing is practice the creative procrastination. Procrastination can be both creative and the destructive. In the previous videos we have talked about the creative and the destructive procrastination. When you're having creative procrastination, everyone procrastinate, but if you're going to do it, do it. Creative procrastination is when you're procrastinating something like that, when you're procrastinating something, but you are doing something innovative, you're thinking about something. Everyone procrastinate, but if you're going to do it on something that still going to make you forward, like move you forward. Spend your time where you can contribute more to the world, where you can give more value to the world, where you can offer something new, something innovative to the world. Do the most difficult task in the first. You have more energy and willpower in starting of your day. In the morning, when you wake up from your bed, when you have your coffee, after that you have the most energy, you have more energy, you have more willpower in the starting of your day. And you need to prioritize the things, and you need to take action in the first place. You need to take action on those things only which are the most priority, which comes under the A category of the task that we have discussed about the ABCDE principle, to categorize your task that you are doing in your day. And the next thing is slice and dice the task that you are doing. Take the project, any kind of project or change that you want in your life, break it down into multiple tasks, break it down into small pieces. And what you can do is you can focus on one task at a time, one single small task at a time, and it will not make you feel overwhelmed when you are completing small tasks at a time. And it will keep motivate you, and it will encourage you to take action when you are completing small tasks in your life. And the next thing is create large chunk of time. Block the time in your schedule that you are having. If you don't control your time, someone else is gonna do it for you. If you are not able to control your time, if you are not able to manage yourself, then someone else will going to do this thing that for you. You need to create a large chunk of time in your daily routine to think, to develop something, to think about something creative. The another thing is, let's develop a sense of urgency. When you're in a flow state, you need to have that state of urgency. You need to adjust your ideology surrounding it with urgency. If you don't have urgency to complete your work, then you will procrastinate, and you will definitely end up with not doing that work that you want to do in your life. So you need to stop procrastinating, and you need to create a large chunk of time in your life, because nobody knows whatever task you are doing in your life. Only you know how you can create time, how you can create time out of your busy schedule. In this way you can create the sense of urgency. And the last principle that we are going to learn is the single hand every task. Practice and focus of will, and doing only one thing at a time till you complete it. What you can do is you can block your time. You can practice the Pomodoro technique, which is basically developed by Francesco Cirillo. What you can do in that Pomodoro technique is you can pick a task. For example, you have to read a book, or you have to do something, you have to go to gym or something like that. What you can do is you can set a timer of 25 minutes, and you can focus on that task only till the alarm rings, till the 25-minute ends. And after that 25-minute, you can take a 5-minute break, and you can repeat this for 4 times in a day. Not in a day, for a particular task you can repeat it for 4 times, and you can take, after the 4 times, you can take a 20 to 30 minutes break. What happens is that it breaks it create, when you practice all the Pomodoro technique, it will increase your focus so that you can get more stuffs done. You can also evaluate your time easily. You can get more stuff done. You can evaluate your time. You break and improve your mental adaptability. That it is a very good concept, and I personally use the Pomodoro technique in my studies, that because I am doing my post graduation here, and I usually follow this technique to learn things, to learn management, to learn public speaking and all those things, to learn strategic management, and to learn consultancy. And I hope this video has given you a clear-cut idea about how you can how you can use the 21 principle that is given in the particular book, and get more things done in your life. I hope this video is very helpful, and if you like this video, then give us a thumbs up and subscribe our channel, and share this video with your family and friends, so that they could learn about books, they could learn about the things that will help them in their personal life as well as in their business life as well. So give us a thumbs up if you like our video, give us a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, guys. This is Rudra signing off.